Hey, this is Alfred again. Welcome back to Deal or No Deal. Today's property is 6090 Shakespeare Drive in Jacksonville, Florida. So this is a property that went to foreclosure sale in, July 19th, 2022. And we're going to be looking at this house. It looks pretty nice. Looks like it's a corner unit, I think, because I see the sidewalk go along there sideways. 6090, it's always nice when you can see the address on the property to make sure that you're bidding on what you think you're bidding on. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the stuff in the sale. Okay, let's go here. Here first. Okay, so this is the property appraiser sheet for Duval County. I can make it a little bit bigger for you. See, here's the property address. There's the owner, Richard Hartley. That's the mailing address. This is the site address. If this is different, then it's probably an investment property. Let's see what else we got going on here. So this gives us some information about the property. It was sold last in 2017 for $100. So it says warranty deed. It might have been a quitclaim deed, but the sale's unqualified. So let's take a quick look at that deed and see if we can figure out what that means, what they're doing there. Okay. Okay. So it looks like, it's a warranty deed from Richard Hartley and Shelba Hartley, his wife, to Richard Hartley himself. So it was either his sister or his ex-wife. Oh yeah, it's his wife. Okay, so now he's unmarried. So for the divorce, he must have got the property back. So that's why that the transfer price was only $100. So we didn't learn anything about the property sale on that, but let's see, what's it worth? Let's see, the county. I'm not very familiar with this. Okay, the county says it's worth $142,000. That's what the tax assessed value is $142,900. And generally, the tax assessed value merely represents a percentage of the true value. So we're going to suggest that the property is worth more than $142,000. That's where I'm going to start today's lesson. So let's go to the next thing. What do we got here? Okay. Here we've got the foreclosure, the real foreclosure sheet that gives us just the basic information about this. But I discovered something today that I can actually pull up the website live. So let's do that. Okay, so here's the list of properties as they got ready to sell for this day. We only had a few sales. You see page 1 of 1. And a lot of them get canceled because of the judge's assistance, bankruptcy, agreed order, whatever the case may be. But this is one of 2 properties that actually sold. This is 6090 Shakespeare Drive. And one of the things I like to do is, if you've watched any of my videos in the past, I like to look at the bid history. So let's look at the bid history. So what this is this shows me who bid on the property. Here's all their names. And here's their high bid right here. There's their date and time, so it's recorded, so if there's any problems. And these are all the bidders that bid on this thing. So we got Dustin Hamilton, Kristen Forex, Daniel Steek. It looks like those were the 3 biggest ones that drove it up, because the final judgment was 100. What was the final judgment? 141. So the final judgment was 141. We had it worth at least 142, but that's not going to make a difference on us because they're there. But the point is that at 141, everybody started bidding like crazy. And you can see this guy here bid $75,000. He must be playing with the site. Same with Fadi Zagati, and same with Chris Kleiman. They're just playing. They don't know what they're doing. They're just trying to see if they can make things work out. So this guy's high bid right here, Ethan Ebanks, his high bid was $200,000. And what I like to look at is the bidder number. The lower the bidder number, the more experienced the investor in most cases. So this guy, Josh Williams, he stopped bidding at 152. So that's what he thought the thing was worth, where he could make a profit at 152. And he has the lowest bidder number. So you'll see me refer to that frequently. So let's see, Kristen French, so she has a low bidder number too. She's at 2.3. And her high bid was 160. So she was done at she was done at 220. Wow, she sat off to the sideline. for 220. So for whatever reason, she didn't want to press it up enough to get to 223.6, which is not too far away from 229. Let's face it. So she was happy at that number, but the winning bidder was at 223.6. Let's take a little bit look at the sale. Let's see. These are all the parties. The plaintiff was reverse mortgage funding. The defendants were all the people that had any recorded interest in the property. They had to be foreclosed out. That's just the way the law works. We saw what the picture of the property looks like. Let's see what else you want to do. You want to look at Zillow? Let's see what Zillow has this thing worth. I said it was worth at least 142 just based on the previous sale. Zillow's got it at 275. So based on what was paid at the sale, the guy paid 223. I'm thinking that 275 is probably a little light, but the best way for us to tell is to follow the sale, which I promise I'll do, and when the property gets brought back up, in other words, when it's sold and there's a closing and there's a deed I can look at, I'll take a look at it, and we'll take a look and see what kind of deal we think this investor has. But if you can form an opinion, or you live in Jacksonville or something like that, let me know in the comments or on my website or wherever I have this thing posted, because I'm not sure where I'm going to post this yet. But I'd love to hear your thoughts and your ideas about this property, as well as all the other properties that I've been having fun doing my deal or no deal program for. So with that said, this is Alfred Einstein from Pockets of Specialized Knowledge. Thanks very much for watching. Have a great week.